Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another Axel 72 video, and in today's video I'm back with another interview. I'm here with Aaron Bird. Aaron, how are we doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm very good, thanks.
Good to hear. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to do this and coming on the channel. And for anybody who may not know, am I right in saying you're a 29-year-old light heavyweight who's 2-0?
That's correct, yeah.
Brilliant, okay, and so I'm going to start off with the question which I always like to start off with. Why did you start boxing?
Can you remember the Contender series?
Yep.
I watched that and I really got into it. And when I first started boxing, there was 3 world champions in Wales, and yeah, and I used to play for a football team. Used to win everything, and I didn't get the buzz because I wasn't one of the best players. So when you're in like an individual sport, you can take all the credit. That's my I'm pretty much self-motivated. That's why really started boxing.
That's amazing. That's definitely what you have to be. And so do you remember what happened in your first amateur fight?
Yeah, I can remember it like yesterday. I give the boy a standing count in the second round, and instead of following up, I punched the air, which wasn't the best thing to do, but I was too excited.
No, of course. And so what would you say from the amateurs was your biggest achievement?
I'd say winning the 3 Nations was a big achievement, and beating a Russian fella out in the Brandenburg Cup, which is a good tournament. He had a world silver, and that was an upset. And obviously winning the Welsh title senior, it took me 4 years to win it, so it's quite a few, really. Yeah.
Amazing. And when you were out fighting these fighters abroad, were you representing Wales?
Yes, I was representing Wales, yeah.
Amazing. What was it like representing your country? What opportunities were available from that?
Well, I went to the Youth World Championships, which was a great experience, and I went to a few senior tournaments, and and a few youth tournaments as well. So I've had some good experience, in the amateurs.
Of course, amazing. And how many amateur fights did you end up having?
I had 66 amateur fights.
Okay, so a good amount there, but why did you end up turning professional when you did?
It took a while. I had some time with the boxing. Basically, I think that I didn't have the right, a strong enough mindset to turn professional. Now I'm in a better place mentally, and that's the decision you got to make sometimes.
Of course, as a lot of people say, boxing is 90% mental. It's very important to have that good mental mindset. And how has boxing kind of helped with your mental mindset in general?
Oh, it's fantastic. You know that you can take on the world. Once you've got in the ring, and it does so much for your confidence. Even if you don't make it in boxing, it'll help you out in any other aspect in life.
I have to agree. And so far, of course, you've had 2 professional fights. You won them both. And which one out of them would you say you've performed your best in?
It's hard to say. The first opponent came with a lot of ambition. But I would say the second, Daryl Sharp, because he's a decent opponent and he gives people problems. I don't know if you've watched him. And he didn't give me many problems, and he came with some ambition. So I think that's my best performance, of the 2.
Amazing, yes. I've seen Daryl Sharp fight a couple of times. He's an interesting type of fighter. He likes to try and get in your head and speak to you during a fight. But what was he tough or not really?
Yes, he was tough. But I expected him to give me more problems than what he did. But that's down to the hard work I've been putting in. And it's paid off.
Of course. And so would you say not just every fight, with every day in the gym as well, you're constantly improving?
That's the plan, I think that I've got a very basic style, but my style is very effective, and so, if I can, what's going to let me down is stamina. So if I can keep on top of that, I believe I can go somewhere in boxing,
Okay, no, I appreciate how you can say your strengths but also admit your weaknesses and admit how you want to learn and improve with them.
Yeah, of course, I'd say since I've turned pro, I've been more relaxed and more elusive, and yeah, not so tentative. Which I did go into a phase, and that didn't do me any favors once I stepped up the levels. But now, yeah, I'm starting to believe in my ability more. Yeah.
Brilliant. And so, what would you say currently is your main motivation for boxing?
Well, to win something, win some titles, yeah, and yeah, leave the sport with something, yeah, and people remembering me, yeah.
Of course.
Because I think that in Wales, there's a lot of prospects, but nobody really gives me any, attention, and yeah, I want to prove a lot of people wrong as well. Yeah, that's another motivation.
Of course, and so I mean, I suppose if you look at Wales boxing, it's like you said, there's a lot of upcoming prospects. Not really been too many huge champions as of recent. I mean, we've got Joe Cordina at the moment, but there's not been a mad amount, especially not in the heavier weight classes. And is that how you're going to be wanting to leave your legacy?
Oh yeah, that'd be yes, of course, yeah, of course. We had Liam Williams, who was a good world sort of fringe world level fighter, but yeah, I believe anything's possible.
Of course, indeed, and so I mean, you've got a fight coming up September 15th. Overall, how's preparations been going?
Yeah, it's been going very well. I haven't done a lot of sparring, but I did fight on July the 1st. So I'm not feeling too rusty yet.
Okay, and I suppose with that kind of quick turnaround with fights, are you always never really leaving the gym?
That's it. Yeah, I didn't. I had like a week off after the fight on the 1st of July. Probably less than that, and I haven't had a drink. So yeah, I'm in better condition than last time. Yeah.
Amazing. And so are you happy as well with the activity you've been getting, how often you've been fighting?
Yeah, obviously that's a massive struggle when you're a professional, because you don't know how many times you can sell tickets and etc. So being active is very important. Yeah.
It is indeed. And so for anybody who's maybe not watched you fight before, what would you say makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
I'd say that I'm better. I'm very deceiving. If you watch me, then you'd think that possibly I'm not that much to handle. But when you get in there with me, then people will be surprised.
And so would you kind of say that you like to be underestimated?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Amazing. And yeah, a lot of people have done it in the past, yeah. Definitely in the amateurs, yeah.
Okay, but I mean, of course, you've proved them all wrong so far, and so I mean, we've spoke about your ambitions, and how far can them ambitions take you? Where do you see the limit being?
I think with hard work and dedication, there's no limit. But of course, there's a lot of good fighters out there. But I'm willing to give it all and see what it takes me. Of course, if I win a British Commonwealth title, I'll be very happy. You know what I mean? Because around my weight class is very competitive, and if I can go further than that, that'd be great. But I won't be massively surprised. But I'm not going to stand here and say I'm going to be world champion. It is a possibility, but I'm more of a realist, not a fantasist, and I know that in boxing you can't expect anything. You have to work hard for everything. That's my mentality.
That's brilliant. And so I suppose if you are wanting these big nights, like you said, British title is a very, very high level as well. Of course, possible world title. But is there any kind of venue that you'd like to fight in?
I haven't. Well, I'm a Man United fan, so Old Trafford would be fantastic. But that's a big ask. But yeah, you never know. That's it. Yeah, but I haven't really thought of anything else other than that. Of course, you got Millennium Stadium, which is nice. Well, they call it Principality now. Yeah, but I haven't really thought about Vegas. I'm not a massive American fan, so yeah.
Fair enough, understandable. Okay, and so I'll leave with this final question, which I always like to ask. You've got a little bit of a platform here. Is there anything you'd like to shout out?
Yeah, massive thanks to all my sponsors, my trainers, and everyone who buys tickets to my fights. With you, this won't be possible. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Aaron. It's been a pleasure to have you on, and best of luck with your upcoming fight. And I'm sure a little bit further along down the line we'll be able to catch up again sometime.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you.
Lovely stuff. And so if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do need like video. And thanks for watching.